Yeah, Aswand, Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Real light run for the day, just for basically a warm-up, because in about 3 hours, I will be trying out another boxing gym. Cannot think of the name of this boxing gym off the top of my head. However, what's making me excited about this boxing gym experience, because unlike the other experiences I've had, whether I was the trainer at the boxing gym or another, boxing themed workout that I've tried, this particular class, I'm gonna actually be putting the headgear on, gonna be sparring, getting in the ring, really getting my inner channel and my inner amateur boxer aspect of my business and everything I do. Again, a lot of the stuff that this show was built on was back when I was a boxing trainer, and just the concept of teaching boxing is what I really built the second book I wrote, Make Your Move. What I really built the concept of that book around, and what a lot of people actually really know me for, was a lot of the things I do from a boxing perspective and adding that to my skill set. So I'm really pumped about that, and I'll definitely keep you updated in terms of keep you posted in terms of how the experience goes. And I'm sure it's going to be a great experience. For the past couple of weeks, I've been looking for different gyms to join that have the group fitness concept, and doing some things with the upper body. Since I work my legs so much, since I run so much, it's important that I actually go pay someone or pay a gym membership, to pay a fitness facility membership, whatever kind of membership you want to call it. That's going to help me when it comes to working the upper body and making sure I'm being held accountable to work my upper body and things of that nature, right? So that's really why I kind of took this run, kind of a light run, just to get the blood flowing a little bit and all that kind of stuff, right? So anyway, that's enough intro. In regards to today's Move Swiftly thought, right? Got to take you again, and I say it over and over again. I'm going to continuously say it and repeat it to you, because it's that important that you hire a coach, right? And coaching program that I've been telling you I've been a part of, named Work on Your Game University, ran by my guy Dre Baldwin, who's been on this show. Just look up his episode. It's titled Work on Your Fucking Game. The episode, that's what he was on this very show. So if you want to hear him speak, or just simply Google the name Dre Baldwin, there's thousands upon thousands of pieces of content that you can consume. He has all over the damn internet, all right? And one of the titans in the thought leadership world when it comes to being a former athlete, and teaching us as up and coming athletes how to transition from former athlete to entrepreneur to running your own business and influencers and things of that nature, right? So anyway, we were all chatting. We all have a WhatsApp group that we were chatting about, and there was a question that was posed from one of the newer members who is at the beginning of starting his business. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he was trying to figure out if he should pursue school or, run his business. And he was talking about financials and things of that nature. So Dre recommended a book titled Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. And I downloaded the Audible version of it, and I've been listening to it. I've gotten so many gems from it, so many things. Listen, I'm a huge fan of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I talk about Robert Kiyosaki and the concept that he built over the years, whether it's Rich Dad, Poor Dad or Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. Profit First is definitely up on that level when it comes to understanding the importance of financially being literate, all right? Because that is the problem. So often, the school system, and if you go a part of the system, if you are a part of the system, we don't emphasize financial literacy. And one of the things that I actually just did 2 days ago from when I'm recording this, I actually went into a Wells Fargo with a $100 bill and made sure I applied the things that I was learning from the book, and I created a brand new account that is Simply Profit as an account I don't have access to, account that I don't have the option of seeing and things like that. It is just an account where you're paying yourself first, meaning that if you have, let's say you sell a product for $100, you put a percentage of that $100 in your profit account. So you just see your profits build up over time, and you can start to set it up to where a piece of the money goes to taxes, piece of the money goes to profits, piece of the money goes to the expenses. So all of this comes in first, so every time you make a sale, it's already laid out and you have the foundation of your business. So that's what that is really the main takeaway from today's Move Swiftly thought is, number one, understanding the importance of again, hiring a coach, getting around people who are doing the things that you're trying to do and have been doing it longer, so they can give you little gems. But more importantly, you got to take advantage of it. You got to actually apply the things that they tell you to do. You got to actually apply the lessons that they give you, because again, the book that was recommended to me by Dre, well, has turned out to be a very valuable book for me to make sure I'm staying on point as sales are coming in, as things are happening in my business, and I'm making progress and I'm progressing in certain areas of it where sales are coming in. Now, there's always going to be a certain portion of each sale that goes into the profit account, and also a portion that's going to go to taxes, a portion that's going to go to expenses, a portion that and all of this stuff could be laid out by your bank, because you can create as many different accounts as you want, and it's all mindset issue, stem from one book. So again, basically make sure, and kind of the long and short of the book is making sure you're understanding the importance of paying yourself first. Take your profit first, and then everything else starts to make a whole lot more sense, so you have clarity on where you actually are at in business, as opposed to you thinking, all right, just because maybe I sold a package for a couple $100,000, you think you may have that entire $100,000. Yeah, it may be accessible to you, but if you break it down in terms of what it costs to do this, what it costs to do that, where the expenses are coming, and then what you have to pay in taxes, and then ultimately what you're gonna pay. If you have to break all that down, you don't get that full $100,000, right? So take the percentage that you're going to take as a profit, put that into an account, and then break down everything else, and then you can have clarity on where you're really at. Then that leads to a more lucrative long-term business where you know who you can hire, you know who you can afford to hire, you know what you need to outsource, you know what you need to, maybe hire a consultant to do. All of that stuff goes into clarifying what your business is all about. And it ultimately keeps you from the inevitable, which is, again, you not knowing when you don't know where you're at in business. Then ultimately the result of that is you may have to go out of business and end up going bankrupt and shut the whole thing down. All right. So you want to avoid that at all costs, and it all starts at the beginning. All right. So again, go get the book on your own. As you can see, there's a lot of gems. I'm only like maybe halfway through the Audible version of it. And this is all coming from literally just the halfway through the Audible version of it. So haven't even finished the entire thing yet, but it's important that when you're reading books, you're also making sure you're making a change in your life and you're taking action towards doing a certain thing. Reading books is one thing, but if you don't take action, again, all you're doing is reading and listening. You become what I believe he calls it a pig, which is basically a professional information gatherer, and that gets you absolutely nowhere, all right? Main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, makeyourmove.com. That's MAKEYAMOVE.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand, Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.